So I'm Rachel Landsberg. I'm one of the organizers with Small M&E US, and together with the other members of the organizing team for our conference, Adi, Arnold, Emily, Esther, Sophia, and Tirza, I want to thank the Wasserman Jewish Studies Center at Baruch College for hosting this event with us. I want to thank BJ for working to accommodate us literally at the last minute when we outgrew our initial space. I want to thank all of our speakers and moderators for saying yes to come, for all of the work you put into planning to be here today, and for sharing so openly of yourself. It was really an amazing day. Thank you. I want to thank the volunteers and those who generously donated to make this conference possible. And finally, I want to thank each of you in the audience for coming here. It's been a moving day and empowering, I think, for us to be together in community. So I have the difficult task of closing out the conference, trying to capture in a few words our intentions for this conference, the actual journey we have taken together over the course of the day, and where we are headed next, what our charge is. As I do, as we do, when faced with a difficult task, I turned to the Torah, and I landed upon Yitro. What can Yitro offer us about why we are here, where we're going next, and what tomorrow can look like? In Perek Yud Chet, chapter 18 of Sefer Shemot, Yitro sees that Moshe is sitting as a judge from morning until night, handing down decision after decision after decision to members of Bnei Israel. Yitro sees that this is simply not sustainable. The current system is not workable. In response, Yitro tells Moshe openly and directly, Lo tov hadavar asher ata oseh. The thing you are doing is not good. Moshe heeds Yitro's advice and implements a radically new judicial system. I want to note just a few essential aspects of the narrative that I think may be instructive for us. Firstly, Yitro is an outsider. Sometimes change is spurred by someone who is a bit removed, who has a different perspective, and who can see the situation from a different vantage point. Secondly, although Yitro is not one of the Israelites, nonetheless, he is family. The text initially introduces Yitro as Kohen Midyan Choten Moshe. His status of priest of Midyan, of Kohen, comes first, and his status as father-in-law comes second. But the text not once after that mentions that Yitro is a priest, whereas the rest of the chapter over and over again uses the word Choten. 13 times we see the word, emphasizing their bond as father-in-law and son-in-law. Their relationship is central and underlies the narrative, making it possible for Moshe to accept Yitro's advice. Finally, the text uses many verbs that further characterize Yitro and the active and engaged way he works to build relationships. Vayishma, Yitro hears all that has happened to Bnei Israel. Vayikach, Yitro takes Moshe's wife and sons. Vayavo, Yitro comes to Moshe and reunites with him. He doesn't stay separate. Vayishachavu, vayishak lo, vayishalu ish l're'ehu l'shalom. They bow one to the other, they kiss, they ask about each other, all expressions of love and commitment to the relationship. Vayichad, Yitro rejoices. We get a fuller picture of the quality of their relationship and what they have built with each other. The next morning, the text tells us, Vayar, Yitro sees. Yitro sees everything that Moshe is doing for the nation, sitting all day and judging. And at this point, Yitro is in actually a very good position to bring new light to bear on the situation. Yitro brings his outsider perspective, as well as his love for and deep connection to Moshe, to bring a different viewpoint to the situation. He has listened, he has seen that there is something that is not workable, and then he chooses to speak up. Yitro challenging what he sees and offering an alternative path forward is not foreign to our tradition. To the contrary, we have 70 faces of Torah. We are taught to turn over Torah over and over again in search of new interpretations. We have centuries of internal debate with each other under our belt. Our rabbis of antiquity, in their wisdom, preserve the minority opinion in our oral tradition. We rely on critique and challenge and reassessment and open conversation. We always have. At this juncture, all the more so. We need new minds, new perspectives, new paths forward, new Torah. Making space for differences of opinion is crucial. Yitro's Torah is a Torah of centering relationships, of empathy and connection. It is a Torah of deciding to truly look and see the other and then make needed changes. Yitro's Torah is also one of speaking up and out, of disagreeing, of offering course corrections, and of interrupting mistakes. So how do we build the courage we need to say what is in our hearts, to ask the hard questions, to delve into the Torah yet again, and draw out the messages and the learnings and the values that are needed in this moment? Firstly, we have to dare to really look and listen and learn and understand what the reality is on the ground. This will mean being uncomfortable, horrified, and heartbroken. And that will help propel us forward in search of new pathways. Secondly, we do it together. We build courage alongside each other. We create community. And I invite you to look around the room, see the faces here now, to picture those on live stream, and thank you for being with us, live streamers, and to know that there are also others who aren't here yet, but our task is to go find them and bring them to join us. So we hope this conference can serve as a model for how to engage in hard conversations while simultaneously building community. Although this conference was geared towards the observant American Jewish community, we decided to bring together Jewish Israeli voices, Palestinian voices, and American Jewish voices. This was by design. All of these voices have a place in the conversation, and each will be necessary in order to move forward together. As American Jews, we have a perspective from some distance, an outsider's view that is necessary. We need the dynamic of Israel and diaspora in partnership. This is a partnership that has existed since the beginning of the exile, and it is needed now. We also have influence in decisions being made here in the US in relation to Israel, and we need to use that influence. As observant religious Jews, it is incumbent upon us to be in conversation with Palestinians. We can and should listen and see and then seek action together to stop the war and dismantle structures of oppression. As we do that, we reclaim Judaism. We lift up our Jewish values, and we restore our dignity and our humanness. I want to close by stating what I hope is the obvious, and it's been stated earlier today, the real urgency of the moment, right now. We can't afford to wait. So what is our call to action? I ask, I beseech, I invite you to use this conference to help each of us find the courage and the resolve, both individually and collectively, to speak our minds, to find paths that increase justice and equity, and to continue to work to build a world that mirrors back that divine spark we each carry within us. We ask you to join us as we strategize our next steps here with Small M&E US, and we invite you to join us in that work moving forward. Thank you for being here. We're going to close with Cantor Shimon joining us for some final music. Thank you for being here. Cantor.
למען החי ורעי, למען החי ורעי, אדברנה, שלום בך. למען החי ורעי, למען החי ורעי, אדברנה, שלום בך, למען בית אדוני אלוהינו, אבקשה טוב לך. למען בית אדוני אלוהינו, אבקשה טוב לך.